Sussex takes a 2-0 lead to start this clash versus Passaic, but Jalissa Marcin with the nice reverse layup for the Skylanders. And then watch the High Point product aggressively attack the basket again for the deuce, and Sussex has a 4-3 lead over the Panthers here at College Hill. But Passaic has a very talented player in Colby Johnson, and watch her pop the medium-range jumper to give the Panthers a 7-4 lead. Then Alex Marcin splits the Passaic defense once again for the easy layup, and she has all 8 of Sussex points, but they trail by 3, 11-8. And then the red-hot Marcin goes glass here for her 10th point of the half to cut Passaic's lead to 3, 13-10. But watch this great look from Priscilla Phelan to Colby Johnson, and Passaic pushes its lead to 9, 21-12 over the Skylanders. And watch the Panthers on the break as Ajee Slade finds Deandra Watson, and she finishes, and Passaic has a 30-16 lead. But Sussex caps the first half here on a good note. Watch Kelsey Taroni create space and knock down the 3 before the buzzer, and Passaic has a 9-point lead, 30-21. Second half action we go, and Passaic comes out on fire. Watch Colby Johnson make the steal as Deandra Watson goes glass, and it's 38-21 Passaic, and they're on an 8-0 run. And that run becomes an 18-0 surge off the LaQuille McKnight steal and lay-in, and Passaic is up 48-31. Wow. Sussex finally stops the bleeding here, and who else? It's Jalissa Marcin as she continues her big night as Sussex breaks the press and she scores, and it's 48-23 Passaic. But the Panthers double up the Skylanders here off the baseline jumper by McKnight, and it's 50-25 Passaic. All right, the only thing in doubt now was whether Kelsey Taroni would break the school scoring record held by Katie Hardigan, and she hits a 3 here as she moves closer to Hardigan's record. SCCC still battling. Watch the good find here as Megan Salmieri feeds Jessica DeLuca, who puts it in, and Sussex trails by 30, 60-30. Okay, Taroni needs 2 to tie the record of her former Wallkill Valley teammate, but she hits the 3 and gets the record all by herself as she becomes the school's all-time leading scorer, but the Skylanders would fall 77-41 in Region 19 action at Sussex County Community College.
The overall game, in the first half we competed and we did some good things, and defensively we were okay, and then second half, I had some hope that we would come out of the locker room and give a good half, and we had some adversity, and we just didn't run the stuff we had to run. And sometimes when we get in this mindset of, oh no, and then we haven't seen pressure in a while because we played some bad teams, which we beat, which is what we're supposed to do, and this was a step up in class for us, and we just didn't act like we've seen it before, and that's, unfortunately, we have a stretch of team. Now, this may be a good thing for Saturday when we play Camden, because now we've seen somebody who can actually pressure, and we'll be more ready for it. We ran our stuff, we actually got baskets. When we don't run our stuff, not so much. It's not as good.
Sussex County played very well in the first half. They were only down by 9, but at the start of that second half, Passaic came out with an 18-0 run, and they never looked back.
We just couldn't get ourselves stopped, and once they got a couple baskets, and we got down the other end, we missed some opportunities, and against a team like that, our thing is we can't let anybody get in the 50s. Once you get into the mid-50s, high 50s, for us, that's a problem, and they got in a roll, and that's just a case where we're not going to make that up. We're just not physically capable of scoring that many points. When you get to 50, we're kind of gone. So it was just a case of once things went the wrong direction. But even as the half went on, we did some right things. We got to the basket. We kept doing the right thing. It just we missed some easy shots, and a lot of lost opportunity in the second half.
There were some bright spots tonight. The first one, Kelsey Taroni becomes the school's all-time leading scorer, breaking her old teammate's record, Katie Hardigan from Wallkill Valley.
It feels absolutely great to be able to beat her record. She was a great teammate that I played with in high school, so it's cool to be able to beat someone that I know and I'm pretty close with, and it just feels awesome.
Kelsey's been a great kid. She's a 2-year captain. She's our scholar athlete. I think she's got like a 3.85 GPA or something like that. A great kid. That's a kid when I picked the captain, I said, that's my kid. And she's been a great representative of the school. You couldn't ask for a better kid to come out. Does everything I ask her. She does things I shouldn't even be asking her to do. I ask her to do too much in a game, but that's the way we're built right now. A couple of injuries and losing Steph early in the season really killed us, and had to put the ball back in Kelsey's hands all the time. And she's done as well as she can. She's a great kid. I'm hoping we can find her a good school to go to, and she's a kid that you want representing your program, and she'll be an asset to somebody else next year.
The other bright spot, Jalissa Marcin, the High Point product, had a career night with 22 points.
The game is really, last 2 weeks has really slowed down for her. Even more so to now it's, she's driving 35 in a 25 zone now. And she's going, hey, I can drive as fast as I want to right now. So Alyssa's played real well. And this is a kid I thought I was getting last year, but it took the couple years she had off, it took her a while to get the rust off, but she's really got confident. And it's good to see a kid like that is going to finish her career on a good note.
Coach Mike Lipscomb has had this team playing hard all season. They've won 4 of their last 6 games. Things are going well. Tough night tonight, but they believe they put things together and want to finish the season strong.
We got a couple more wins. I mean, the school record's only 7. We're on 5 right now. Unfortunately, we got through that softer part of the schedule. I still think there's 3 out there to get. I know Camden's going to be a tough one, and I still got 2 teams ranked in top 6 in the nation yet on the road. So there's a couple games coming up that are going to be like, yeah, that might be a little difficult. But it's a couple of teams that I think we can still bite. And we've played tonight. The second half tonight's not representative of how we played the last month. I mean, we've played 3 bad halves in the entire month right now. 2 halves against Middlesex and a half against Passaic. And the rest of the month, we have played competitive basketball. We haven't won all the games, but we played fairly competitive basketball, and that's from where we were to start the season. Once we lost Steph Peterson to the injury, and then we lost 12 in a row, and everything was kind of going downhill. All of a sudden, we kind of righted the ship at Christmas. I'd like to see it just keep improving, and you see improvement. If you saw this team the first month, and you see them now, they're not the same kids anymore. So we're improving. It's just that some nights we just run to something like this, where you run teams that have, flat out honest, more talent than you do, and we just can't. Sometimes we can't just make up for it. So let's keep working, and we'll hopefully get those 3 wins, and then we clear all the old records off the book. Then when everything is ours.